Hello everybody, my name is Nathan, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 as Frant in the BlackICE mod. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So, we're still at war with Germany. Gotta turn off the fog of war, because again, it still looks awful. But what are we doing? Well, we have perpetual stalemate on the border. Our invasion of Prussia completely failed. We sent like 2 divisions to Kronenberg. They both died. So, really, it's like, what is our strategy right now? Well, so far, for me, my thoughts are it's more of a waiting game. We're just waiting for Germany to either try to attack the Austrians, attack the Czechoslovakians, or attack the Polish, and try as well as possible to create a two-front war with Germany. Because I'm hoping these countries will not bow down to German pressure because, Germany's at war with the Allies already. I don't know, because it's on historical settings. So, I don't know if the AI is going to submit regardless, just because they did historically. Even though, clearly the conditions in which we're currently fighting did not happen historically. So it's 1937. Civilian factory speed going up. Sounds like a good idea. I mean, just to get down to construction 2. Probably would be a good place to start. Let me just see, what are you? Our stability goes down by 5. Factory and document output goes up a little bit. I mean, that's nice. I mean, our stability is already at 0. So, you know what? Screw it. Who cares, right? Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? You can't get... Can you go lower than 0? I know you can in some mods. But, we'll see. So, 0% stability, 25% war support. The situation is bad. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat that. Is a incredibly bad situation that we're currently in. All of this, by the way, just over to help the Spanish Republic. And the Spanish Republic is absolutely going to die. There is no question at all about that. So we have no template. Okay, close that again. We got an extra research slot. What can we use for you? Can we go for World War II things yet? The answer is still no. We don't have stormtrooper assaults. And I assume that's in here somewhere. I just have to find it. Anti-tank. Not you. Your tactical air power. I think we need all of those to even start getting the torpedo bombing, fighter strafing. They all need the same ones? They do. And it's at control of air. Yeah, and that's these ones all the way in the bottom. So we got a long time before you can even think about doing anything with the air. But where is Stormtrooper Assault? Oh, there it is. It's the one with the Stormtrooper helmet. Fantastic. I don't have enough. I need a little bit more army experience, then we can get that. So we nice to start getting the World War II doctrines going. So what can I research instead? Well, because obviously I'm not going to wait 646 days. That's a little bit too long. So it's almost 1938. New levels of some stuff would become available soon. You know what? You're only 96 days, even though you're half a year ahead of time. I'm just going to research that. I think that's A-okay. Okay, so Germany, are you going to... I just wanted to try to be a little bit more aggressive. I don't want the alliance with Italy. That's actually just going to make our situation worse. I did deploy a handful of troops down here into Corsica. Just so when we go to war with Italy, we can maybe try to cross into Sardinia. I mean, it's going to be like extremely difficult crossing over a strait. Into mountains? Well, are these... No, I need the land one, please. Yeah, and the hills is going to be a bad time. But as long as we also don't lose Corsica ourselves, I think that's okay. Got another research slot. We are at still 22 army experience. So what can we do? Production efficiency cap and base goes up. I mean, that sounds absolutely wonderful. What are you? Population. I don't care about that whatsoever. So we'll get some better things there. Because again, population never really seems to make a big difference. Maybe I'm wrong and I just don't know how this game works, but... Well, I absolutely don't really understand how the game works, but the population mechanics never feel like they actually do anything worthwhile. So how's our Air Force doing? They're looking pretty okay. We got a handful of planes over mid-France, so let us send our aircraft over there, try to deal with the Germans. Because right now, like, me and Britain have, by far, absolute air superiority. It's everything else that's more difficult. And the Germans are by far militarized and, like, so much faster than I am. Like, it's actually insane. Like, my armies are not getting bigger. I'm not deploying more troops on the field. Okay, and you're all in the war, right? Yeah. But the Germans, they are training vastly more troops than I am. They are 63% stable, 32. They don't even want war themselves, but they are a very stable nation relative to my beautiful 5% here, which is going to go away as soon as I'm done researching whatever tech it was. They gave me a 5% penalty. We are slowly gaining political power. I mean, that seems good. Why do I have foreign territory? What foreign territory of... Oh, do I have a port over here? I actually don't know. Do I have a Chinese port? I have no idea. Are you mine? Oh, I own you. I didn't even know that. Okay. Again, that doesn't really matter. So we do not know what the Italians are doing. Okay. So Japan has declared war on China. The Empire of Great Japan has declared war on the Chinese. So you have a pretty decent sized army, but like you're not going to outnumber the Chinese. Like, I mean, it depends on if the Chinese little warlord states here actually end up supporting or joining in the war. Okay, most of them have, which is nice. I just don't think Japan can actually win that war. I mean, the Chinese troops are probably, like, terrible. We can already see that they've taken more loss than the Japanese already. But they just seem like they're vastly outnumbered. But, we shall see. Of course, we want the Chinese to do well, because Japan is inevitably going to side with the Germans and with the Italians. Again, historical mode. Which puts our interest in Indochina at threat. And especially with the British and, you know, the rubber supplies and the oil and the Dutch East Indies. Those are all really, really important. We want to make sure the Japanese do not take that at all. Okay, so economic cooperation agreement. Take an economic sanction against Germany. Germany doesn't like us, but I don't see how that helps anybody. We're already at war with them, so who cares? So 3 times for electronics, 1 for industry, 2 for land doctrine. Probably this one, because that's 4 techs getting boosted instead of just 2. I mean, even though I know the land doctrines are really expensive, we can spend our command points on that and get them for significantly cheaper. Because the 50% reduction on 700 days is still 350 days. And that's not really that much better. Cooperate with automobile manufacturers. Commit a tank design. What else we have? Point a materialist designer. Some aircraft factories. The armored vehicles and small arms factories probably would be good. The extra research slot there would be good. 5 civilian factories would be good. An extra research slot here would also be good. Invite Belgium and Luxembourg. I'm going to invite Belgium and Luxembourg. I'm pretty sure the AI is going to say no. But if we can quickly get troops into to the point which I'm actually going to get these troops just on this line. Because I don't think the Germans are really going to bust through here. But I want Pink to be able to quickly garrison these handful of provinces from the Germans. If the Luxembourgs and the Belgians say yes. Our manpower is still low, but again, we haven't actually been in that much combat. I've lost a significant amount of troops against the Germans, but again, that's just those 2 divisions that I kind of threw against the Prussians, or in Prussia, I guess I should say. I mean, just thinking about it in hindsight, these territories have like no borders or no defenses at all. So maybe I'm just allowing the Germans to sweep through Belgium and kill me by my own accord at this point, instead of allowing Germany to declare the war themselves, which would have happened in probably like 2 years or so. Okay, they're gonna go for a treaty with the USSR. The Spanish Republicans. I mean, they got a lot of troops in just Catalonia. Of course, they're putting troops on my border. Like, I'm not going to invade you. Oh no, you've gone communist again. Okay, whatever. Whatever the Spanish are doing, it doesn't make any difference to me. But also, like, I'm not going to attack you. There's no reason for me to do that. I'm just hoping that Franco doesn't join the Axis. I mean, I know there's a thing in here where he can. I'm just hoping that does not happen. And maybe that's a pipe dream. We're no longer affected by Allied Anger 1. So apparently I think that's actually bad for us. Because I think those were actually giving us some pretty nice benefits, which I'm no longer receiving. Apparently I'm just not angry at the... just not angry at the Germans anymore. Even though we're at war now. That's fine. So what else can we do? Yugoslavia. I'm sort of thinking historically what happened. Germany puts a lot of pressure on these states. There's no way, as far as I can tell, necessarily that I can... Preventative intervention. That's too late. We're already at war with them. Invite Poland only works in this tree, which is the Little Entente, which is a little bit too late for that. Maybe going for the Little Entente would have been better. Thinking about it, maybe the Little Entente would have been better than going with the British, because the British aren't really doing much. At least Yugoslavia, Romania, and Poland would have created like a second front against the Germans. Right now, we're basically just stuck on one front, in which I will not attack the Germans, and Germans will not attack me, because it's suicide to literally do anything. Like, the AI knows that the Germans are better than I am right now. So, I'm not throwing men away for nothing. It'd be nice if the German AI was dumber and would just constantly attack me, but I think BlackICE has improved the AI somewhat. Or at least I think it does. Again, our naval blockade of Germany, I'm hoping is going okay. I don't really know too much about what's happening. Like, Sweden, Norway, Finland, and everybody into this area can still trade with Germany. I don't know if there's a way for me to tell exactly who's trading with Germany. I mean, I can go through this list and look like, is anybody actually trading with the Germans? Okay. Romania is trading with Germany. What about, like, steel? But I think they're kind of fine on steel. I'm trying to think, what would Germany not have? And for the most part, it looks like they're kind of getting anything they need. So Romania is providing the Germans with oil. That is really useful to know, because other than Romania does have a big stockpile, like 52 oil or something like that in their country. That's really the only oil that Germany's going to receive. I don't think the Soviets are going to trade them with oil. I mean, with a trade with the USSR, they might. You know, again, I'm just kind of hoping that they don't. But Germany's getting oil from the Romanians. And potentially the Russians soon enough. Sure. I really like how the AI is giving me like a bunch of shit. You know, I'm really glad for that. Infantry guns. Again, I don't even know what these are being used for, but apparently we need 2,600 of them. Amphibious warfare equipment. I don't think I need that. Like, at least not right now. We don't have any Marines. And where would we even put the Marines? Send them up here to immediately die. That's not going to really help us. I do still think that taking Prussia is a good idea in theory, because it is at least completely separated from the rest of Germany. It's not part of the contiguous German borders. It's on its own little thing. There's no way the Germans can actually compete with us in the ocean with me and Britain. There's no way they can do anything. So An invasion here would at least give us like a little launching pad where we can start pushing our way into Hinterpommern in Pomerania up here. But that's not going to happen, at least for a while. The first attack failed. And I don't think I'd be able to get troops really down there fast enough. So 22 army experience. We're not going to get any more until we actually either fight or we train our troops a little bit. And training our troops to get up to 25, I don't think actually is even a bad idea. So, you know what, Brown down here, I'm going to have you exercise at least 0.03 daily. You know how long? That's going to take, like, actually forever. So, you know, stop that for now. Like, just attacking them once might actually give me enough army experience. And will also not take a million years. Radio. Probably is useful to have radios. So let us research the radio. Basic particle acceleration, skills and training 49 days. So we're going to have a lot of techs coming in at the end of the month. Improves infantry equipment and military production. That is, again, going to lower stability. We'll probably go down to negative 3%. But I don't know if negative numbers really matter too much. Like, we're still at negative 71 political power. So nothing in our government's really going to change at all. The only thing that can really theoretically change is if we're doing focus trees, which gives us material designers or tank designers and all that stuff. Force economic reforms, make it France. Catholic socialism. What? Like, what do you do? Political power cost. I mean, factory is absolutely useful. Research to the market minus 5%. We're not really importing anything. I mean, we're importing a lot of oil, but I need the oil to actually fight the war. Daily gain 4. Okay, we're actually importing way too much oil. We can probably cut oil at least for now with actually, we're importing a little bit of tungsten, but that's fine. And we're still okay. We're still at 3,000, so we've got a handful of civilian factories back. We still are importing enough. Actually, current fuel 73,000, 76,000. We probably want fuel storages. Apparently, I didn't actually research that. I thought I did, but apparently I did not. Wonderful. But we probably need to build up large fuel stockpiles just in case. Only 2.5 thousand. I don't think anybody else has died so far. I mean, it really has been a very calm war, all things considered. I mean, again, I've lost a lot of men doing foolish attacks on the north. And I don't think it counts any people that die in air battles or in... Why are you here? Yeah. You're supposed to be... Fly there, and you're supposed to be in mid-France. I don't know what the hell you're doing. Make sure we're not getting bombed too much. I mean, we've lost... They're bombing the Calais airfields. They're bombing a university. But for the most part, that's not like a big deal. I mean, we're bombing some stuff over here. I don't know how well the bombs are really going. Damage level 0 out of 3. Fantastic. We're not doing shit. Well, you're on strategic bombing. Can I not have you bomb the living shit out of everything? Are these the same planes? They are. Okay. No, combine. Go up to like 200. That's fine. And then you'll constantly just try to bomb West Germany. Again, there's no forts or anything on their side. I mean, they have one fort. That's slightly damaged. But Chidler, what we need to do is actually bomb factories. So your priority is definitely on bombing factories to Kingdom Come. That is definitely going to be a little bit more useful than bombing bunkers that we're not going to be attacking anytime soon. Where can I put these planes? 390 planes, 500. Can you fly to West Germany? The answer is no. I guess we just go to Central France. So we're gonna have 17 days until maybe the Belgians and the Luxembourg help us. Well, again, whether that's a good idea, I'm not too sure. But I do think it's going to be a good time to end this episode. Thank you for watching my Anthem. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not enjoying, thumbs down. Remember to subscribe, and goodbye.